Welcome to Book Bites with Rebecca and Rebecca.
Whetting your appetite for your next read.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the next episode in our Book Bites venue that we've just started this year. Today we are talking to an author, which is one of our favorite things, of course. And this is Elizabeth Goddard. We're excited to have her here with us. So hi, Elizabeth.
Hello, I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me back.
And I'm Rebecca Reed from Indiana, and this is my partner in books, Rebecca Yager from Dallas, Texas. Hi, Rebecca. How are you today?
Hello, doing great. Can you believe last time we talked to Elizabeth was August of 2023? How fast the time goes. Yeah.
So
Crazy.
what
I
was you going to
know.
say? I thought you were going to say last year and make a joke of it. But it has been a
No.
long time.
Yeah, no, it's been well, I can't believe we've been doing this for as long as we have either. So, I mean, there's that. But this new way of talking to people, we're really excited about it, and we just want to promote your book and talk about Deadly Currents a little bit. And this book is out now as we are speaking, and so we're excited about that as well because you can just run out and grab it. You don't have to wait.
I'm getting
Um,
the
There it
picture.
is.
there it is. It's a
Lovely.
gorgeous, I love this cover.
Sparkly. And I got
Yeah, the
some notes
cover's
to match.
great.
So
See if I get that
pretty.
together right.
Yeah,
It's
it's
so
it's
beautiful.
gorgeous. So where did you get the idea from this book? You've written a lot of books, so I mean, you have to get ideas from a lot of different sources, I'm sure. And where did this one come from?
Exactly. Well, it's funny because the idea for that book came from both of the first two books.
Okay.
I know that sounds like a funny answer, but obviously I've already got my setting and already got some characters set up. But there was one character that appeared in book one that I wasn't expecting, Evelyn Monroe, and she's just kind of a mysterious lady that lives on a cliff and kind of helps people hide and she's just in the background. And so by book three, my editor and I were like, who is this person? We need to know more about her. And then I also had kind of slipped in the first story a ghost ship just in passing, like an old tanker kind of floating in and out of the fog. And, it just seemed appropriate because we're on the coast with the rocky cliffs and the waves crashing in the fog and kind of a gothic vibe. So it was just for fun. And they let me get away with it, right? So by book three, we're like, what's this ghost ship about? And so, Evelyn plays a character, but she's not the main lead romantic person so we have Cressida Dane, who is coming to Hidden Bay to try to figure out or to write or finish her father's book that he's writing on shipwrecks and ghost ships. And he passed away. So she's trying to finish, and it's the last book. And she runs into a sexy detective. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word, so just edit it out. Sorry. Like
It's okay.
a really nice looking detective, he's really cool. He's on his motorcycle with his leather jacket. And I mean, honestly, I got that from my husband because he's got a leather jacket and he rides his motorcycle, So anyway, and the eyes. And so just edit all of that out. So anyway,
No,
it's a
not
great,
at all.
great. It's just they have a lot of chemistry, put it like that. And that's always what you have to go for. You don't really know when you put these characters together, just like in movies, do those two people have chemistry? Sometimes they don't, right? But even on the
Mhm.
pages, so they have a lot of chemistry and they have to figure out what's going on with the ghost ship. And immediately somebody tries to kill Cressida, so the game is on.
Of course, because what is romantic suspense unless there's a few bodies here and there,
You
right?
gotta
Right.
have,
What's from, is it even romantic suspense if they're not running from bullets?
Right? No, because then it's more like adventure, right? So,
And I do
yeah.
put adventure in my books. It's like they've got it all, the
Hmm.
romance and the stunning landscape, which actually kind of becomes a character in all of
Mhm.
my books, really, and the mystery and suspense and intrigue, just all of it, just an adventure, of course, wrapped up together.
This is why I like her books.
Hmm.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Very good. Did you
So
have
do
a
you have a
question?
favorite? Yeah, I was gonna say, do you have a favorite scene that doesn't give spoilers? Or if it does, maybe something that the reader could look for to find the scene if they're reading your book, because that's a fun thing too.
Oh, yeah, yeah, there's all kinds of fun scenes. I think the one that really comes to mind, and it's hard to talk about without giving a spoiler away, but Braden Sanders, Detective Braden Sanders, is there for a reason, and that reason is a secret, and he can't tell the secret to Cressida Dane, the heroine, because everything will just explode. You can't tell her that, but there comes a moment where she's figured it out, and he was gonna tell her, but she figured
Uh-huh.
it out, and everything explodes. So it's just like everything is kind of building towards, there's danger and everything going on, but it's the relationship between the two of them. Because if she finds out, then she's not going to trust him anymore. And it was hard enough just to get his trust. So everything explodes and all bets are off, and the story takes a different direction. So that was really fun writing to that moment because everything was like, I know this is going to happen. I know it's going to happen. So, and then I just kind of felt like, okay, now's the time. Because I think I'm just kind of living vicariously through Cressida, and then all of a sudden I'm like, what is he hiding? And then boom, she figures it out. So it was fun.
No, so we all got to watch for this secret here in the book and the big climactic moment. Well, your characters definitely have a life of their own. Did any of them go astray or do something unexpected as you were writing the story?
Well, I think they kind of all always do that, but there was a side character that began. I didn't even know about him when I started the book, and he is a live aboard, which is somebody who lives on their boat in Hidden Bay, and he's a pirate. Not really a pirate, but they call themselves pirates, and that's actually a real thing. I copied this from another group of live aboards in Puget Sound that call themselves pirates, and he became kind of a big character in the story, and he is not anything what we would think he would be on the surface. He's completely different, and he had a really big surprise for me in the story that I can't tell because I'll give it away. And it's when a lot of the twists and the turns are what I love about my stories is, I just want to have surprises for readers. So if I tell you now, then,
No, we don't want to know. We
I hope
just,
that's
but it's
enough
cool.
information though to
That's
intrigue.
great.
Yeah. His name
Yeah,
is
no, we
Captain Diggins. If so, look for
Captain
Captain
Diggins.
Diggins.
Okay, so we have to watch for
He's the
Captain
pirate
Diggins the
king.
pirate. All
Arg.
He's the
right.
pirate king of the book.
Cool.
And he's after a real character who calls himself a pirate king. I mean, that's what I love about it. I'm basing it on real stuff, and somebody might read it and go, "Oh, this is ridiculous." Well, no, it's real. Don't you love that? Even in fiction, you can find something
Hmm.
that's real. And what they say is, life can be stranger than fiction, right?
That is true. That is so true. Yes. And so for somebody who's never read one of your books, what, what kind of person would you recommend read a book of yours?
What kind of person?
Like what book tastes, would you say like if you like this, you should probably like what I'm writing.
Well, I think that some of the writers that write more adventure stories set in interesting locations are Danny Petrie and Susan May Warren. Those are two of them I know that writes more, kind of lean into adventure a little bit. And that's all I can think of in the Christian writing market. How about you guys?
Those two would definitely fit.
Those were top of mind. Maybe a little bit of Colleen Coble, maybe with her
Mm,
romantic suspense. She's not quite as adventurous, but she likes the suspense
Yeah,
part.
hmm
So there's logs, and I know we're going blank here because
Maybe
there's
Lisa Phillips with the some of your settings too.
okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Mm, yeah. Okay, so people who read those types of stories probably should pick up an Elizabeth Goddard book and try it out, right? If you've never tried.
Right.
And yeah, absolutely. And so there's two new ones coming out because you mentioned before we got started that you have another book coming out this year as
Right,
well.
right. Well, let me just show you this. The Hidden Bay series starts with Storm Warning and then Perilous Tide, and then this book just came out. I just wanted to show just how beautiful they are together.
I love no, but
They're
I love
so
that. Put them
pretty.
on your shelves.
Beautiful.
Oh
They
yeah.
are on my shelves, yeah. And so Deadly Currents, be sure to get that. Now
Yeah,
this one, When the Silence Breaks, is just a mock-up. Okay, it's not the real book because I'm still actually editing. I mean, I just got the edits this week, but they made it for me so that I could work on some videos and marketing and promotion ahead of time. But it's a brand new series called Mercy Ridge, and it's set in the Cascade Mountains of Washington because I live in Washington now. I don't know if you knew that, Rebecca, but
mhm.
yeah, so I live in Washington, so I have Hidden Bay, and set on the Washington coast, and now the Cascades. And so I'm in the process of putting together several book ideas or series ideas for my editor because this is my last book, contracted book. And so we got to keep the process going. We got to sell some more books, right?
You got
Right.
it. And
Well,
when
I
does
love
this?
that.
Oh, go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead. You first.
No, I was just going to ask when it comes out, the next book.
August. So around the corner. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
around the corner.
Yeah.
So I'm writing 2 books a year for them, Ravel. And so that means that everything is just back to back to back to back, edits and galleys and promotion. So I'm working on multiple books at the same time, starting a book and editing and galleys of the last book and promoting the next book and all at the same time, practically.
And that can be a lot. You can be
Mhm.
really overwhelmed sometimes, I think, when you have all that stuff going on at the same time. So that's great though. It's a good kind of overwhelm, right? You're just like you keep it going. I
Think
guess
about that. No, I just recently decided that, you know what, I actually really need 2 calendar systems because,
mm,
I can't get everything done with my home life and,
Mhm.
my house and everything else that goes on. And so I ordered a physical calendar for that. And then I have a calendar online for all of my work stuff. And so I think that's an answer to prayer, trying to figure out,
hmm,
how do I get it all done?
right.
Just
Yeah.
one day at a time. One moment at a time. Elizabeth, share your website again so all the readers can keep up with you and these books.
Well, it's very easy. It's elizabethgoddard.com.
Yeah,
And on the website, if you subscribe to my newsletter, you get a free book, and that kind of introduces you to my writing. And then at the very top right corner, there's a downloadable printable book list of all my books and series in order, and all of the icons for all of my social media, like my author Facebook page and or x.com and Instagram and Goodreads and on and on and on. So anywhere you like to
wonderful.
connect, I'd love to connect with my readers.
Yeah, yeah. You can tell she's a shy, not very outgoing person. I know you're a little bit shy,
I
Elizabeth.
am a
How much you
total
appreciate.
introvert.
I know, but I know how much you appreciate your readers, and you do want to.
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
do know this about you. So go to elizabethgoddard.com, pick up Deadly Currents right now, and keep an eye out for all her upcoming books, but read some of the backlist too. We want to keep these contracts coming for Elizabeth. So if you love your romantic suspense, it's time to pick up one of her books. So meanwhile, Rebecca, we have what's next. Our next book bites is going to be the lovely and talented. We're going in a different direction. Becca Kinzer will join us with she writes rom-coms and
Hmm.
book not what we pictured. I'm so bad
Yes.
with titles.
And then I know, and but our March long form is Royal Runaways
This
Holiday
holiday.
with Mandy Borma,
Right.
and so you can be looking out for that as well. We have the review and the interview both in this month of March, so
Right.
be looking for those. And then, of course, if you need any of the links and where to find all of these things, you can find that at rebeccaandrebecca.com. Be sure to like and subscribe, then you won't miss anything, and comment too. We're always looking, as just as Elizabeth's looking to connect with her readers, we're looking to connect with our listeners and our watchers. So let us know if you like something specifically, like a specific question, you like a format, one or the other. Let us know, and we're trying to uh, make things fun for you as well as for us because we enjoy talking to all these authors, but we want to make it so that you enjoy watching the interviews and things as well. So
So,
thank you, and we'll see you next time.
yep. And Beth, thank you again for joining
Yeah.
us. Deadly
Thank you for
Currents
having
out
me.
now. All right. See y'all later.
Yeah.
Bye.